Golf is fun. There are 3 things you gotta know. Once you know them, learning golf is easy. Come on, we'll show you how. You don't hold it like this. You hold it like this. This is wrong. This is right. You don't hold it like you're about to swing a baseball bat. You hold it like you're about to swing a golf club. If you're right-handed, your left hand goes on top. If you're left-handed, your right hand goes on top. When you're playing golf, you must have a target. To hit that target, you must have to know how to aim. This is how you aim. Put the club face down to the ball like this. Then you put the club face lined up to the target. Then put your body lined up to the target like this. Can you do that?
Next thing you need to know is about balance. Put your feet shoulder width apart. Bend your waist. Bend your knees. Now I've got good balance.
And now let's review. Your grip is important. Make sure your hands are close together on the club, but not too tight. You don't want to strangle it. Always have a target. Pick out a tree or a marker to aim at, and then check to make sure you're aimed where you think you are. And finally, a good golfer must be balanced. You don't want to fall down when you swing that club.
Kids, this is a putting green, and this is a putter. So when your ball lands on the putting green, what you want to do is take your putter and put the ball in the hole. Now, you've got some lines right here on the top of the putter. Quite simply, just aim those lines into the hole, get comfortable over the ball with your eyes here, and make a small stroke, because you don't need a big one. And put that ball right into the hole. Yeah, that's it. Now I've got some young pros that are going to show you just how easy it is to make them.
Okay, Tatum, let's check out your grip.
And you also need to widen your stance a little bit too.
And don't forget to line up the putter.
Let's check it out. Swing it straight back and straight through the hole. Nice play.
Good. Go in. Go in.
Yay!
When you're on the putting surface, your aim is very important. Again, pick out a blade of grass or a mark that you want to hit your ball over and check to make sure your aim is right. It's very important to keep your head still and your eyes right over the ball. No peeking. Listen for the ball to drop into the hole. And never take a full swing on the putting green. This should be a small short stroke. Now it's time for our trivia question. Hey kids, do you know how many clubs are allowed in your bag? We'll have the answer later.
Here we are on the chipping green. What a great place to learn how to chip. First, what you need is a lofted club. That means you've got a lot of angle right here. Maybe an 8 or a 9 iron would be just perfect. The stroke looks like this. My arms are stretched right out here, my feet pretty close together. What I want to do is make a small swing through that grass, because I want the ball to come up over this higher grass and roll down near the hole. That's the object, to get the ball near the hole. Now, what's important is that I aim that bottom line on the club. So here we go, let's get it a shot. Aim, head nice and steady. That's pretty good, but you know what? I got a few young pros that probably will do it just as good. They'll show you now.
Hey guys, this is the chipping area. Tatum, tell James what to do.
Keep your head still and eyes on the ball.
And you play the ball back in your stance too.
Take the club from about there to there. Go ahead, give it a try.
Good shot,
Good shot.
James.
Chipping can be a lot of fun. Use an 8 or a 9 iron or even your wedge so you can get the ball up in the air. Keep your feet close together. Remember now, we're not using a driver, and the club should never go higher than your waist. And again, keep your eyes over the ball. Like the putting stroke, this is a small swing. Keep your arms straight and your head very still. Now the answer to our trivia question. If you pick 14, you're right. No more than 14 clubs are allowed in a player's bag.
Guys, can you give some tips how to hit a ball out of a bunker?
Take your feet in. Ball is in the middle.
And knock a circle of sand out.
And remember to follow through.
Most players don't like the sand because they're not very good at it, but it's really very easy. Just dig your feet in and play the ball in the middle of your feet. Draw an imaginary circle around the ball. Imaginary now, not a real one. You're not allowed to touch the sand until you hit the ball. And like everything else in golf, keep your head down and follow through. It's the sand that drives the ball out of the bunker, not the club. Okay, kids, ready for our next trivia question? How old do you think you have to be to drive a golf cart? We'll have that answer in a minute.
Rule number 1. The tee box is where you start. And remember, tee the ball behind these 2 markers.
Very nice.
When you head out to the course, be sure you tee up your ball behind the markers.
And remember, once you hit the ball off the tee, you cannot touch it till you get on the green. And remember, if you make a divot, fill it in with sand.
Once you tee off on a hole, you're not allowed to touch your ball again until you mark it on the green. If you dig up the grass when you hit the ball in the fairway, fill it up with sand so the next player behind you doesn't end up in your hole.
You can't do that.
Why not?
It's out of bounds.
How do you know?
See the white stakes? It's behind them.
What do I do now?
You add 2 strokes to your score, and you go back and hit again.
If you hit the ball behind a row of white stakes, then you're considered out of bounds. You must add 2 strokes to your score as a penalty for going out of bounds, and then go back to where you last hit the ball.
Oh yeah, what's that special rule again?
You cannot let the club face touch the sand.
You mean like this?
Yes, go ahead and knock it out.
Yes! Thank you.
When your ball lands in a sand trap, you're not allowed to touch it, not with your hands or your club, and the club can't touch the sand until you swing at the ball. When you've finished and your ball is out of the sand, rake the trap like you found it. Now the answer to our second trivia question. At most clubs, a player must be at least 16.
Who goes first? I do, since I'm the farthest away.
Everybody else needs to mark their ball. Come over here. I'll show you how.
Once you reach the green, the player who is farthest away from the pin plays first. All other players should mark their ball and move to the side of the green.
You use a coin or a ball mark and put it directly behind the ball. Then when it's your turn to putt, you put the ball right back where it was and you pick up your coin. All right, James, your turn. Let me take the pin out.
Oops.
After you putt, continue until the ball is in the hole or mark your ball, but be aware of other ball marks on the green and don't step in other players' lines.
We sure got a lot of good tips playing golf the other day. I wish we could play every day. But we can. How? The golf course is miles and miles away, and it costs a lot. We can use our imagination to make one right here in the yard. But if we break a window, my mom will chop my head off. We can use these types of balls. They're plastic. You go get your old inner tube, and I'll go get the golf clubs. Let's go. Let's put the inner tube right there so we won't be aiming towards the house. A club might fly out and hit the window. My mom would hate that. She would have killed us. Always remember safety rules at home too. That looks good.
Let's see off between those trees. Let's go.
Whenever you play at home, please use a plastic wiffle ball and find a safe area in the yard, an area where nothing will get broken and no one will get hurt. In fact, it might be a good idea to ask your mom and dad to help you find a safe place to play golf in the yard.
Hey Trey, I'll put these balls down as tee markers.
Okay. And remember, not to tee up in front of them.
Okay. You might want to look out. I might hit you.
Good shot.
Thanks. That was fun.
Let's go back and do it again.
All right, I go first because I had a 4.
I had a 6.
Safety is very important, even when you're playing at home. Check to see that no one is near when you're swinging the club. It's not just the club we're worried about. Even if you're using a wiffle ball, it'll still hurt if you hit into someone, even with that ball.
Hey Tanner, look what I found. Let's use this to make it more challenging.
Cool.
Since we're putting, we can use our real balls now. I go first because I'm farthest away.
Okay. Good putt.
Thanks. I'm going to finish up. Good putt.
For more on learning the game of golf, contact your local golf professional, and you don't have to be a member of a club to get an answer.